Hello and welcome to YNWA Transfer News, your ultimate source for all Liverpool FC transfer news. Our first news is this. Arne Slot confirms Guehi transfer plan. Liverpool will be back. Liverpool manager Arne Slot has broken his silence about the prospect of signing Mark Guehi from Crystal Palace following the club's failed attempt to land the England defender at the end of the transfer window. The Reds enjoyed a spectacular summer, with the only blot coming as they missed out on Guehi. Slot's side appeared primed to land the centre-back from Premier League rivals Palace, only for the plug to be pulled on the deal at the last moment by the London outfit. Slot: Liverpool wanted Guehi and will try again. Now. The Dutchman has spoken out about the disappointment at missing out on the 25-year-old, but he says Liverpool will be back. I think it would be ridiculous if I will deny we were close. It was so out in the open, these things happen in football, he told the media on Friday. It's happened to our players before. It can happen. We would like to sign him, of course, because we were in for him. If we feel we can strengthen, then we will try to. We played Ibrahima Konate and Virgil van Dijk, who were outstanding against Arsenal, and Joe Gomez as well. We also signed Giovanni Leone, who had a call-up, and we have Wataru Endo and Ryan Gravenberch as well, so it's not that we don't have the players. It's a pity for the player, but he is at a good club, underlining the fact that Liverpool are ready to make another assault on Guehi, who will become a free agent next summer when his contract expires. Slot added, "Let's see what the future brings for us. January or summer. I don't tell you, but I am thinking of Burnley." Liverpool were prepared to pay $40 million for Guehi in the summer, with the 25-year-old boasting an estimated transfer value, ETV, of 42.5 million. Liverpool's selection decision clear to see as Arne Slot gives boost to summer signing. Any Liverpool fans making the short commute from Merseyside to Lancashire on Sunday with hopes of seeing Alexander Isak make a full debut look set to be disappointed. The striker seemed sharp in Wednesday's training footage, but any expectation of an immediate start against Burnley always felt optimistic. The Swedish star hasn't played a full match in approaching 4 months and has faced a difficult summer with a lack of competitive training in that time. He was eased back into match involvement over the international break and played just 18 minutes across 2 vital games for Sweden. Arne Slot's message on Friday was that fans need to be patient with the club's record signing. "Don't expect him to be every single game 90 minutes on the pitch," warned the Liverpool head coach ahead of the clash at Turf Moor. "That's definitely not going to happen for the next few weeks. He missed a proper preseason. I think he missed 3 or 4 months of team sessions. So now we have to build him up gradually with us playing so many games and hardly any training time. That is going to be a challenge. But we have not just signed him for the upcoming 2 weeks. We have signed him for 6 years. So this is what we have to keep in mind. And what the fans have to keep in mind if I take him off in a certain moment or I only bring him in for a few moments. That is all for the fitness of the player. In reality, there is no need for Slot to rush Isak. After all, no one has scored more than Liverpool after 3 games of the campaign, and that's despite Florian Wirtz still finding his feet and Mohamed Salah not yet firing on all cylinders. In contrast, Cody Gakpo has immediately picked up where he left off last season, with 3 goal contributions so far, the same number as Hugo Ekitike. It will be the Frenchman who will benefit most from Isak's phased start to life at Anfield. Ekitike will most likely lead the line on Sunday and can expect to start against Atletico Madrid and Everton the following week. Slot will hope Ekitike can build on his impressive beginning at Liverpool, with 3 goals in his first 3 matches. The summer recruit has displayed a sharpness, ability to link play, and a turn of pace that have impressed supporters. In fact, Ekitike may feel unfortunate to miss out on August's Premier League Player of the Month award, which was scooped by Jack Grealish. Ekitike's stock is on the rise, that's for sure. That was underlined by his maiden France call-up over the international break, and he featured in both matches for Les Blues. Another goal against Burnley would continue that trajectory and remove any thoughts that Isak must be immediately incorporated into the Liverpool lineup. Florian Wirtz is a sure bet at Liverpool, but Newcastle are gambling on Nick Woltemade. What must a footballer who cost $80 million 100-meter or more be able to do improve. He should be a promising prospect at the age of 17 to 20, occupy a clear position on the pitch, be one of the 5 most important players in a team, perform consistently over many years, prove himself in international competition, and be physically strong. This applies to virtually all those players in this price range: Kylian Mbappé, Neymar, Ronaldo, Erling Haaland, Jude Bellingham, and Ousmane Dembélé. 2 German footballers moved to the Premier League for such a sum in the summer. One of them meets these criteria. Florian Wirtz's career has been impressive. He caught the football's attention as a teenager. It was only a matter of time before he made his breakthrough. Barcelona in Miami? Milan in Perth? Welcome to the League of Anywhere. Jonathan Liu. Read more. Having just turned 17, Wirtz made his mark in the Bundesliga and immediately became a key player. He played for Germany at 18 and was the decisive player in Bayer Leverkusen's first league title at 20. Every time he takes to the pitch, you can see how Wirtz interprets his no-10 role. He solves difficult situations, sets up new ones, and, as an individualist who puts himself at the service of everyone else, is the ideal team player. His actions and performances are reliable for coaches and teammates. He chose his new club for sporting reasons. Liverpool, the English champions, have specifically strengthened their stable formation with him. It takes time to fit into a team. This is especially true for a player who makes a difference. So far, he is getting into his groove and adapting to the pace and intensity of the Premier League. He passes the ball early, which gives him increasing confidence and allows him to gradually take more risks. In the first half against Arsenal, what caught the eye was Wirtz as a team player, and in the second half, his brilliance. He played razor-sharp passes, took the ball superbly with his right foot in the penalty area, and shot with his left. With him, his team became stronger and won. Wirtz's qualities are becoming increasingly apparent at Liverpool. The case of Nick Woltemade is different. He is 23, a good year older than Wirtz, but became a regular player in a first-division team only after scoring 2 goals against Heidenheim 9 months ago. At the age when Wirtz won the double with Leverkusen, Woltemade was playing on loan in the German third tier for a season. It is unclear how well he will perform in the Champions League. He has not played in the competition because Stuttgart did not include him in their squad for it last season. He has not yet scored against big teams, his most important goal coming in the cup final against the third-tier side Arminia Bielefeld. He is a player with virtually no track record. At the European Under-21 Championship this summer, he was the top scorer, one of the oldest players in one of the oldest teams. The best footballers, such as Lamine Yamal, Bellingham, Jamal Musiala, and Wirtz, do not take part in such tournaments, having long since outgrown the level. Woltemade is unpredictable. His dribbling, passing, and shooting are not found in the textbooks. They are unique with no international comparison. Unlike other top players, his center of gravity is rarely at the center of the movement. He thrives on his free spirit and self-confidence, and seems to want to reinvent the game at no 9. But he has not yet developed any consistency or patterns. Not in his first touch, not in his combination play, not in his timing on headers, not in his shooting. His goals are not the logical consequence of excellent actions and skills. His excellence is not repeatable. And he still has to prove that he can last 50 games in a season because he is tall but not robust. The 85 millers, 73.5 mir that Newcastle are paying for Woltemade is therefore a gamble. For the player, the new contract is a once-in-a-lifetime project. He wanted to go to Bayern Munich, and when someone else paid the asking price, he went there. The owners from Saudi Arabia and the club's management are new to the business. In a gold rush atmosphere, mistakes are made and miracles are believed in. That is the difference between the two transfers. Liverpool want to develop a successful team through the principle of selection. At Anfield, people don't mind that Wirtz costs 125 millers because they know that this is sports business at the highest level, whose market value can be compared only to art, film, or pop music. This has nothing to do with club life and voluntary work anymore. When investments are made according to a strategy, paying customers accept it. Under the caring guidance of Arne Slot, something interesting seems to be emerging in Liverpool. Something you want to be a part of. I can well understand why Wirtz was convinced. I experienced it myself at Bayern from 2010 to 2017 and with Germany from 2004 to 2014. Both teams went through a long process, becoming stronger through transfers or new players coming through. In the end, the sum was greater than the individual parts. I will draw on this community for the rest of my life. Wirtz can now experience something similar, at least at club level. It will be exciting to see whether Liverpool will be a really great team and whether he will be the final piece of the puzzle. As a fan, I hope so, and I am happy to identify with that. Philipp Lahm's column was produced in partnership with Oliver Fritsch at Die Zeit, the German online magazine. Lahm has been a consultant for VfB Stuttgart on sporting matters for 3 years. Alexander Isak has learnt what Mo Salah and Hugo Ekitike think of his arrival at Liverpool. Following one of the most dramatic transfer sagas in Premier League history, Alexander Isak completed his move to Liverpool on deadline day. A British record £125 million fee was required to secure the Swedish striker from Newcastle, with the forward now aware of how his arrival has been received by several Liverpool squad members, including Mohamed Salah and Hugo Ekitike. All attention will focus on Isak this weekend, as his debut could potentially arrive this Sunday against Burnley. While Arne Slot has cautioned supporters against expecting Isak to feature in every single game, 90 minutes on the pitch immediately, it's believed he might play a limited role, having appeared for 18 minutes with Sweden during the international break. Isak joins a Liverpool attack currently in transition. The Reds invested heavily this summer with Florian Wirtz and Ekitike arriving following the departures of Luis Diaz and Darwin Núñez. Diogo Jota, who tragically died in a car accident in July, has also created an enormous gap in Slot's squad. Liverpool have begun promisingly with 3 consecutive Premier League victories, though fierce competition is anticipated within the Reds' attacking ranks. Ekitike on Isak. Asked about Isak's arrival, the former Frankfurt star, 23, welcomed the challenge with open arms. "It's fun," he said. Ekitike added, "When you play for the best teams, you expect to be competing with the best players. Isak is a player I've watched too, so seeing him arrive is a pleasure. It's going to be tough competition, but I'm going to focus on performing well so that it's a problem for the manager." Salah on Isak. While Salah has yet to publicly share his thoughts on Isak's arrival, with just a week remaining before the 2025-26 season gets underway, the Egyptian star was quizzed about his fantasy Premier League valuation. In doing so, he revealed he's a huge admirer of Isak. Salah said, "First of all, I want you guys to put my price down so everybody can have me in the team. I said that before. I'm telling you in a video. Put my price down and that's it. Now I am the highest. No, put the strikers the highest. Haaland should be the highest. Isak should be the highest. So not a winger has to be the highest. Slot on Isak." Speaking before the Burnley clash, Slot offered his thoughts on Isak, admitting he was still getting acquainted with his new striker. "Maybe people don't believe me if I give you this answer, but I haven't spoken to him that much," Slot said in a press conference on Friday. "So, I spoke to him after he signed by phone because he had to go to the national team. Although we find it very important how someone is because we have such a great culture here at this club, we mainly sign a player also for his qualities and therefore I don't need to call them. We faced him a few times, I faced him a few times, and I know what a quality player he is." While the defending champions seem to be heading in the right direction, there remain issues to address. One such matter is Liverpool's completely revamped attacking trio learning to gel together, something that's currently worrying Salah. "So far, I didn't figure the connections out yet," said Salah of the club's new strike force. "Like with Darwin or Lucho, Diaz, or the guys they used to play in front, or Diogo. I knew where to start with Diogo or Darwin. I know where to find them. I knew their game very well, but with Hugo, he's still new. Liverpool's revamped front line will be desperate to find their rhythm as the Reds target 4 victories. From 4 when they travel to Turf Moor on Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Thank you for watching. Like and comment. Subscribe.